go, man. I don't know what to say. Catching a whole bunch of fish, new lake, breaking it down. Good morning. Welcome back to the windiest place on earth. We are in the middle of a hurricane. It's blowing 35 to 40 and the sun is barely up. Was kind of curious where to spend the next couple days. Got a few days by myself. No Mitchell, so you guys are just going to have to suffer through this brutal video quality. But got a few days by myself. Wanted to go somewhere that I have not fished this time of year. Do something new so we can kind of break it down together, right? And that is where we are. Right behind me, we have a lake which I have never fished in a boat before. So it's obviously early spring. We're gonna break it down. I want to film some app stuff. I want to catch some fish. Had some brief chat with the guy at the bait shop. He said that there's a good population of 15 to 20 inch walleyes in here. So we're gonna see what's around, but it's super windy. We got to launch the Warrior. We drove a long ways. We slept at a truck stop last night to get here. And hopefully I can keep all the camera equipment dry today. And hopefully we have crispy audio. So stay tuned. We're going to dunk her in the water and make it happen. All right. We are on the water. Now, generally the first thing when you get to a new lake, you break it down depending on the time of the year. What's our water temp right now? 45. 45 is the shallow water spawning temperature, typically. So that generally means that fish are going to be associated with shallow water on one spot or another. So that's generally what we start looking at. We're going to look at a lot of this, probably 4 to 10-ish feet of water, I would say. And see if we can make something happen. So buckle in. I got a few camera things to tweak with here, and then we'll be blasting off. All right. She is windy and wavy. I don't know if you guys could tell by that footage, or how choppy it is out here. Unbelievable how this tiller just floats over it. Unbelievable boat. But as you can see here, we'll get our screen recording going here in a second. But basically what you're going to be looking at is the spot in which we are fishing. We're going to be hopefully fishing here. Wind coming in. I like wind coming in a lot. And we got the side imaging cranked up, and that's predominantly what we're going to be looking at here. Just trying to scour a whole bunch of different spots. As much as it sucks always fishing in the wind and having spots with wind rolling in, if you're fishing a warming trend and look at shallow water, you want the wind coming in. Ooh. See this back inside this timber here? Those are fishes. We just want to see more. It's like some timber. I don't know if some of this like black patches off the left side are like an old fringe weed bed or something. There's maybe a couple off the right here. You can see there's a lot of like just stuff in the water here, right? Logs. Obviously there's a couple of fish around, it appears. See that? See that? Look at this big tuft of stuff here, and then some definite fish right there. Another one right there. Another one in front of that log right there. That's kind of what we want to see, right? Now, a lot of times it might not happen this fast, or these could be bullheads, but a lot of times I'm looking at something like this, those fish make sense where they sit. Like here's an edge and then there's some fish right there. Gives me a lot more confidence that they're walleyes on a new lake like this. So you don't always land right on them. It appears we've landed on some on this bigger spot. Wind is just cranking, so we may get set up, make some casts here, and kind of see what happens. Let's get the old Tarova down. This video is going to make you guys want Mitch back so bad. Let's get her down. All right, 2 baits we're going to get rocking and rolling with. One is a straight reeling and retrieving bait, swim bait, a Kalen stickle tail on a Walleye underspin, real light, 1/8 or 1/4 ounce. That's kind of a casting reeling presentation. The other one is going to be a Kalen's jerk minnow. This is actually a jerk minnow junior. The guy said there's a lot of fish in here, like 15 to 20, and those are the fish we're hoping to find. Obviously, you can tell she's a little breezy out. We're happy to have all 72 inches of trolling motor today. Right there. Well, that didn't take too long. Just saw some fish kind of off that right side. And just cast it kind of as far as I could with the wind. All right, man. It's feeling about like an eater-sized walleye right here. There we go. First walleye on the new lake. A little bit intense conditions. But hey, man, if we could put 5, 6 of those in the boat real quick on this spot, I will feel accomplished that we can go do it on any other spot in the lake that's got them. There we go. That's kind of the process. On the old underspin. I'll link it down below if any of you guys want to check this whole setup out. Had a lot of luck at night on this on other locations, but so windy, and we figured if we look at shallow, if you get a lot of wind like this, a lot of times they'll be responsive to something straight reeled. If you got real flat, a lot of times you might have to get a little bit more snappy with like an actual jig. Wow. Somehow I did feel that, dude. Is it a walleye? Gotta be, right? It came up to the surface, but we're fishing real shallow. If it's a walleye, it's feeling nice, man. Come here, bud. Wow, that was like the second cast with the jig and the plastic. Come here, buddy. Oh yeah, it's a nice chunky. It looks like about another 18, 19 incher. We'll take it, man. For fishing in an absolute hurricane, we'll take it. You know how hard that fish had to bite just for me to be able to feel that thing, right? Oh, there we go. We'll take that, my friends. We will take that. Any walleye on New Lake is great success. We got that in the frame, or are we good? Beauty, man. Absolutely smoked that thing. That is what I'm talking about. New Lake walleyes, always a big success. That's awesome, man. Beautiful fish right there. Wow, dude. That was like on the fall. This fish is literally a football field behind me. Ridiculous. Well, there you go. You find the active fish in the wind up shallow, and they bite. So far, we've done all this off one spot lock. So that tells you how many are probably here, right? Pretty crazy. My arm's gonna burn out just reeling this fish in from this distance. Feeling like an all right one. We could flip him on in. He ain't super giant here. Come on, bud. Come on, we just want to look at you. Nice fish, man. I mean, not terrible, right? We'll take them all day like that, my friends. Beauties. Real pale in this kind of like dirty, like almost milky colored water. And that bait, they're crushing it, dude. There we go. Probably that classic 18, 19 incher, I'd say. Sweet. Let's let them go. Or should we keep one to eat? I told myself I was going to keep one fish on this trip to eat. And he might be the one. We'll throw him in the box. One thing to kind of note, obviously on a day like this, you almost have to fish from a spot lock because it's just going to be so drifty. But one thing to note is kind of when you do set up to spot lock, and I'll kind of control the boat here for a second, but you'll see off the left side of the boat, there's not much to look at. Off the right side, I almost have this edge of like stumps coming off the shoreline and some fringy weed and like a few rocks in there. That's the edge I want to be locked to, right? So I'm essentially spot locking just off this side of the edge as it kind of gets junky and in shallow, and I'm just casting backwards right down that edge on every cast. If I get way out and try to cast into it, my bait's only going to be in that edge for a second, right? Anytime you're fishing shallow fish, having to try to find some kind of edge is always kind of beneficial. So that's kind of what we're doing. Just one way you can keep your bait around those fish a lot more frequently on a day like this where you're trying to spot lock. Now, if it wasn't this windy, I'd probably just get on the trolling motor, get the live chugging, and just chug right into the wind. But I mean, oh man, one ticked it right there. But it's almost too windy to do that today. Obviously, we're not having a problem catching the fish though. Right there. Wow, dude, are they shallow? Shallow and angry. And he is right. They are 15 to 20 inchers. Good eaters. Good eater-sized fish. Always rewarding, though. Anytime you can come to a body of water you're not familiar with at all and put something together, it's rewarding. Doesn't matter if they're 30 inches or 15 inches long. Kind of a mix. If I could cast that jig, I would cast it more. But man, it is just howling. It's hard to cast sideways anywhere because your bait, 2 reel cranks in, your bait's way over here. Absolutely ridiculous. But the quest is holding. It's got to be blowing 35 plus. And the trolling motor is no problem spot locking. We have not budged an inch, surprisingly. Wow, you guys see that one bite on the paws? That is cool. That is cool. Well, I don't know what else to say, man. We're catching them. Move around a little bit, find a few more, pitch jigs on them, and they bite. I don't know where everybody else is today. I mean, it's a beautiful day out. Hopefully, I'm really concerned about this audio just being atrocious. But hey, we got to deal with what we got to deal with. Come here, bud. Come here, bud. Nice walleye. Nice walleye. Go for the boat flip. There we go. Cool deal, man. Some of these males are milking all over the boat, too. Letting you know that it's probably that time of year. A lot of times 44 to like 47 degrees is kind of that peak love-making season. And I'm sure at night it's just absolutely wild up, like super shallow. And one thing you'll see is a lot of times these fish will be up in like a foot, really bundled up tight after dark. And then during the daytime, they'll shift out to that first edge, which is kind of that spot that we're on and seeing fish here. At least that's kind of what I see a lot when these fish are doing the whole spawning thing. If you guys are enjoying this video, kind of breaking down new water, we just filmed one like this for the Walleye Now app, which is available on Google Play and the App Store. If you're someone who likes this really high information walleye fishing type videos, that video goes into even a lot more detail. It's probably like 10 plus minutes long on how to break down new water and specifically shallow water to find fish at this time of year. That video will be under early spring or spring, then select natural lake or reservoir system. Same process we go through on every single lake we're on. Also on the Walleye Now side, we have all the giveaways going on. All right, I want to talk to you guys about an awesome giveaway we have going on. We wanted to do something awesome for all you loyal Walleye Now users. We want to give away some awesome prizes for all Walleye Now users. If you're not a Walleye Now user, no problem, because it is completely free to download for the month, really from now until the end of May. This week, we're going to be giving away a $200 Scheels gift card. All you have to do is be a member to win. And the following week, we're going to be giving away a Elliott fishing rod, my favorite jig rod. And then third week, we're going to be giving away an Acme Kalen's lure kit, get you set up for all the baits you might need this year.
And at the end of May, we are going to be giving away a Humminbird Helix 9 with mega side imaging. Like I said, all you have to do to win is be a member of Walleye Now, and it's completely free to do right now. If you're an existing user, all you have to do to win is continue to be an existing user. If you're not a user and you want to become a new user to get entered into this giveaway, super easy to do. If you're an Apple or iPhone user, super simple. Download the Walleye Now app, and then you're going to want to click the link in the description of this post to redeem your code. Once your code's redeemed, then you're going to want to create your account with your Apple ID and email address, and that will have your account created within the app, so then you're registered to win. If you're an Android user, super simple to do, a little bit different process. Download the Walleye Now app. Once you've done that, create your account within the app using your app or your Google Play Store logins and email address. Then once you're on the app, email us and say, send me my code. This is simply, we're gonna auto-generate and send you a code that you can use. Once you go back to the Play Store, click on your profile, go down to payments and subscriptions, select redeem code, copy and paste that code in, and then the code will be redeemed. We're super excited about a lot of the giveaways we have going on the Walleye Now side. We really wanted to give back to you guys. Just in the last week, we've shot 3 different videos breaking down shallow water flats, some go-to shallow water spring lures, and we have a whole week going forward where we're uploading content to the Walleye Now app each day going into our Wisconsin fishing opener. Huge thank you to you guys for being part of the Walleye Now community, and we look forward to giving back to you guys. Baits, rods, Humminbird graphs, and Scheels gift cards. So look forward to that. We'll contact the winner, the first one for the Scheels gift card, in a week. You will see an email pop up from Mitch, our IT department. We want to thank you guys, and we look forward to seeing a lot of you guys in the future on Walleye Now.
We got nippers. Bit the dang tail right off of there. We'll get her swapped out. Maybe we'll switch colors to see if color matters at all. This is the 2.8 size. You shall see. I would not go with a bigger one right now based on the fish I'm catching and the fact that I'm getting some to just kind of come up and nip the bait. I kind of like the small, compact size. Right there. Dude. This is fun. That fish got so far. The bow in my line is absolutely insane, dude. It's almost hard to believe you can even feel a bite. Come here, buddy. Another decent one, man. I mean, they've all been decent fish so far. Oh, and I wish you guys could see this. I might be able to net 2 here. Should we try? They are definitely doing some spawning. Did we get 2? Oh, we got 2 at the same time. That's pretty cool, isn't it? They were definitely doing a little bit of spawning up there. What a double. Only one's hooked. That one is not hooked. This one does have a hook in his mouth. Gotta be quick on the net for that to happen. There we go. I wonder if you can legally, you probably can't legally keep that fish, huh? If you wanted to. I have no idea. There we go, man. I don't know what to say. Catching a whole bunch of fish, new lake, breaking it down. Super windy out, battling the conditions. Tough to beat. Oh, it is windy out there. Let me wipe that off for you guys. No idea what that video is gonna sound like. Hopefully it was all right. We got really high-end mics this year, so I'm partially kind of hoping that we could actually film in this kind of stuff now. If not, I apologize, and some of you probably learned the hard way by needing to turn your volume down. But wanted to kind of do a video as long as I was going somewhere different. You know, when I planned this trip, I was like, man, you know, I could go to Lake Erie, catch big fish. We could go to this other place, well-known place, catch big fish. Or I could just go get lost somewhere and fish some little stuff I've never fished before. So that's kind of what we're doing. Wanted to film this video, just talking all about how to fish new bodies of water, the little things I look for, When you drive around and this is all you do all the time is just fish at different little walleye water all over the Midwest, you kind of get keyed in on the few little things to look for. So hopefully you guys kind of enjoyed watching that on this video. But for all you loyal subscribers, all you loyal Walleye Now users, I greatly appreciate you guys letting me be able to do my job every single day. It means the absolute world to me. So thank you guys very much. If you guys enjoyed this one, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you guys get in on a lot of those Walleye Now giveaways. It's free to join Walleye Now. All you have to do is be a member, and we got a ton of giveaways, as mentioned, coming up throughout the last week of April and then the whole month of May. So thank you guys for watching. No idea what we're gonna do next. We might try some big fish on a different lake type video. I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna edit, I'm gonna get out of the wind and wait till it dies down a little bit this afternoon. But thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one.